Howdy everybody, welcome back to another sort of, I guess, Sims lore video. This is more sort of turns into a rant video at The Sims 4 because I really don't like what they've been doing with some of the more recent packs in The Sims 4 and trying to connect the storylines of The Sims 2 to The Sims 4. I just find it really slimy, and this video sort of is me ranting about that, talking about the inconsistencies and how they ruined some of these characters. I'm going to be going in depth here because, I just really don't like what they're doing. I find it to be really, it just rubs me the wrong way, some of the stuff they've been doing, some of the changes they've been making to these characters who are already established. And, it's like The Sims 4 is trying to be The Sims 2, but they just fail so badly at it because it's soulless. They're trying so hard to be this game. But you ain't The Sims 2, and you ain't never gonna be The Sims 2. You're not that guy. You're not that guy, pal. It ain't happening. You ain't The Sims 2. Stop trying to be. Make your own stuff. And that's the thing that just genuinely bugs me, is when they try and bring The Sims 2 lore into The Sims 4, because it's pretty clear they're very bad at making new characters, and they can't make anybody interesting, so they have to just bring in these old characters and try and change and twist them, and that's the part that bugs me. But without further ado, let's get on with the video, yeah.
Did you know that Skip Broke is alive? The Adventure Awaits expansion pack has turned Skip Broke's life into a tragedy.
The new Adventure Awaits expansion pack coming to The Sims 4 is literally changing the lore of The Sims 2 base game.
Alright, so just getting started with this, I've been wanting to make a video like this for a while on the sort of what The Sims 4 has recently been doing, pretty recently. Now, I know the Adventure Awaits expansion pack, that probably came out a good while ago. I'm kind of late to all this shit. I don't really keep up with The Sims 4 stuff, but I did see in a comment on one of my videos that Skip Broke is in The Sims 4. So I decided to do a little bit of research because I was curious about what Skip Broke's involvement in The Sims 4 was. And holy hell, this was the reason I wanted to make the video, and I'm not just going to be talking about Skip Broke. So they brought back Skip Broke with Adventure Awaits, and pretty much they disrespected him. They disrespected a character from The Sims 2. They brought him back. They tried to change his character. They tried to make up their own bullshit lore that he ran away from his family, pretty much trying to connect it to The Sims 2 and his death in The Sims 2. Which is really slimy. Leave that game alone. That is The Sims 2. Leave it alone. That is not in this universe. You are in your own universe. Make your own sort of version. You ain't... This is the sort of stuff that they've been doing quite recently that sort of... I don't like it. I don't like it. Where they're trying to connect The Sims 4 characters to The Sims 2 characters and The Sims 2 lore. They're not even in the same universe. Stop trying to connect them. No, like pretty much, let's get on with Skip's story. So pretty much Skip in The Sims 4, you can find a couple of letters. I had to do some research on this because I couldn't find shit on the wiki. They didn't put anything about this man on the wiki, so I had to look up and go around and see what I could find on Skip. And pretty much he would leave letters in The Sims 4 in a lighthouse talking about how he ran away from his family. Which I guess his family would be Brandy and the kids, the three sons she has, well, two, because one of them wasn't born yet. And this is ridiculous, dude. But before I even found out about all that, I was just looking on the wiki. I was looking at Skip Broke, and I went to his relationship preferences just because they have all this stuff on the wiki. And I was just like, all right, let's see what's going on here. He has a romance for men.
Wait a damn minute.
Did they not play The Sims 2? Are we talking about a different character here? Because this is wrong. This is straight up wrong. Of all the characters you could have picked, you picked the one character that was bluntly shown to be into women. What? Oh my goodness. So I'm pretty sure the storyline in The Sims 4 is that he ran away from his family. I don't know why. I don't know if there's a reason for why he ran away. Maybe it was because he was gay. I'm not sure. This whole storyline to me just stinks. It just stinks. Like, bro, you already done the running away storyline. I'm pretty sure that's already been done before. And first of all the characters you could have done this running away storyline on, You did it on Skip Broke, who is very bluntly shown to be dead. The man is dead. He is not alive. He is dead. The man is dead as a doornail. He is dead. In The Sims 2, the man is dead. He did not fake his death. He is dead. He is dead. There is no debate. He is dead in The Sims 2. And pretty much they tried to change all that and say, he ran away, maybe because, he wasn't, attracted to Brandy, which is about the stupidest fucking thing I've ever seen, because in The Sims 2, he literally proposed to Brandy. So if Skip was never into women, why would he propose to a woman? Why would he do that? Why would he do that for? It's not like she proposed to him. He proposed to her. Well, why would he do that if he was gay? That doesn't make no sense, man. Oh my god, man. Yeah, and the next returning character that came in the same pack as Skip Broke was Agora. I'm not even going to try and say the last name. Agora from The Sims Life Stories. Now, when I first saw this character in The Sims 4, I didn't realize this was a returning character. You want to know why? Because she looks nothing like the girl from The Sims Life Stories. This is apparently supposed to be this lady. These two characters are apparently supposed to be the same. They don't even look the same, man. This is not the same character. What is going on here? You just took a random woman and gave her this lady's name. These are not the same person. What? So, yeah, this is meant to be Agora from The Sims Life Stories. Another character who is, once again, very bluntly shown to be into the opposite sex, yet they made her into women in The Sims 4. I don't know why they did this. I don't know if there was a reason for it, because I didn't really look into Agora, because, to be honest, I don't really care about Agora in The Sims 4, but is there a reason they picked these two characters who were shown to be presumably straight in the originals and then changed them? Is there a reason for that? You're telling me you couldn't find two other characters who weren't confirmed to be straight? What's going on here? What's going on with this storyline, man? This is how bad it is. You could have taken out these characters, Skip and Agora, and replaced them with two random new characters, and it wouldn't have changed a thing. So, yeah, it's just really slimy, because The Sims 4, I've noticed fairly recently with a lot of the more recent packs, they're doing a little old thing called nostalgia baiting, or nostalgia bait, where pretty much they will bring in these old things, like, for example, the cake dancer from The Sims 1. They'll bring in all these old references to the original 3 Sims games to pretty much go, oh, look, I remember him, I remember her, I remember that. That's pretty much how they do it. They just, they get all these people, they return, they bring back these characters or these items and these things from the original Sims games to get people to go, oh, I remember that. And it stinks. Leave this shit alone, man. Leave it in the past. Leave Skip Broke alone. The man is dead. Stop trying to bring him back and make some storyline about him. The man is not gay. The man did not run away. The next character brought back in The Sims 4 is Olive Spectre. And something I find kind of worrying about this character, why she not got the evil trait? Why she not got the evil trait? Why did we make her fiance evil but not her? I mean, what's going on here? We're talking about a literal serial killer and we didn't give her the evil trait. Okay, sure, I guess she's just a good person then. But, oh my goodness. So, yeah, she's back here. She only has 3 traits because that's how it works in The Sims 4, I guess. I'd completely forgotten because I never really played the game, so I'd completely forgotten that they only have 3 traits in that game. My goodness. But, yeah, Olive, she's there, and, her traits don't really match her personality in The Sims 1. In The Sims 1, she was a very grouchy and mean person, so they should have given her the mean-spirited trait, but they didn't. Or evil. I mean, let's just recall what she did in The Sims 2. She committed mass murder. She killed a ton of freaking people, ton of men and women, and even a teenage girl. She killed a teenager. She's evil, bro. Why is she not evil in the game? But yeah, I've just really not liked a lot of the stuff The Sims 4 has been doing recently when it comes to trying to appeal to the original Sims players, the people who played The Sims 1, 2, and 3. I really don't like the stuff they're trying to do, where they're trying to connect the storylines of the original Sims games to The Sims 4. Leave these characters in the past. Do something new. Get some new characters, man. Create some new ones. The Sims 3 did that. back when The Sims 3 came out in Sunset Valley, they introduced a ton of new characters to fill up Sunset Valley. There was only a couple of returning families. A lot of them were new. You had the single mom's household. You had the freaking what are they called? The Ursine household with Claire Ursine. You had all these other characters. The Wolf family. These are all newly introduced characters. These were not in the original games or in The Sims 1 and 2. Why can't The Sims 4 just do that? They need to introduce more characters who aren't part of the original timeline. But because they suck at making characters, they have to bring back these old ones and change it and mess with it and twist the storyline. And another thing that definitely irks me about this whole thing with Skip and Agora is it's like, could they have not just introduced 2 new characters? One who is, into men and one who is into women? You're telling me they couldn't have introduced 2 new characters instead of, changing 2 already established characters? Like, The Sims 3 did so much better of a job at this. When they created their first world for the base game of The Sims 3, Sunset Valley, they introduced a buttload of new characters with their own lore, their own personalities, who were never in those the original 2 games. And they were pretty interesting families, And they even introduced a gay character in The Sims 3 base game world called Gabias Kofi. In his description, it is heavily implied he is gay. And, they did that. They added this new character. They didn't try and change the old ones. They added a new character who was that, and that's what they should have done here, instead of trying to change established characters. Leave those characters in the past. Leave them alone. They existed back in the Sims 2 days. Let them rest, man. Leave them alone, all right? They're the Sims 2 characters. They're not in your universe. Leave them alone.